Why did Harris lose? I'm pretty sure that is the thoughts of many liberals right now. There's those who are in denial that deny that Harris had a terrible campaign, ignored every group except a electorate that does not exist, went to the right as far as possible and still somehow lost. Why did she lose? Well, by the way, this goes for you childish red MAGA clowns because you've seen the thing that Harris lost because of wokeness, which isn't true. Leave this conversation to the adults. Harris lost because of economics and genocide. She refused to do anything to rein in Israel or to cut ties with Joe Biden. She did nothing. Harris basically said fuck you to everyone that opposes the genocide in Gaza, and for you red MAGA assholes, you either are indifferent to or you outright support it. So yeah, she lost because of that reason. Her support of Israel cost her the election. That was one of the main reasons. Not to mention, if you take into consideration, less people voted this time than in the last election. That includes Trump. Less people voted for Trump too in this election. Had Harris actually promised an arms embargo, she would have had a lot more votes. A lot more. But people of conscience, those who actually aren't sociopaths like you, and I'm pointing to red MAGA, couldn't bring themselves to be responsible for the deaths of any more women and children in Gaza. So they either abstained from voting or they didn't vote at all, or if they did vote, they voted for Jill Stein. Harris lost because how out of touch the Democrats are with the electorate, with the people that support them. They showed nothing but contempt for the Arabs. They showed contempt for the black community as well. There was many groups that just did not bother voting. Why? If they're basically going to say, go fuck yourself, then you know what? We're not going to vote. That's why she lost. If you just look at voter turnout, it is far less than in previous elections. Something that red MAGA cannot grasp because they only pay attention to vibes and only care about owning the libs and don't actually think dialectically why she lost and why your guy won. But forget the Trump supporters. We all know they're a bunch of sociopathic monsters who are acting all high and mighty right now because their guy won, but they won't be laughing for long once their lives take a turn for the worst. And I will fucking laugh at them when their life makes a turn for the worse. And I'm not going to show any sympathy for any Trump supporter, but I digress. Let's get back to Kamala Harris supporters. The way you've been acting towards your candidate losing, the person you supported, has been disgusting. You have shown your true colors. Then again, liberals will always lib. Wishing bad things to happen to Palestinians at Gaza, wishing for bad things to happen to Latinos and Arabs. Liberals have shown that they're no different from MAGA in general. Blue MAGA is exactly like red MAGA. They've been acting so racist in the past few days because their genocidal, sociopathic candidate that they voted for did not win. I'm glad she lost. I don't feel good about Trump winning, but you know what? Trump winning in the long run is better for the world, because Trump, with his incompetence and his stupidity, will speed up the decline of America. And I feel like anyone that wants to see a better world be possible, America must die. And Trump is useful to that end. If Harris had won, it would have bought America probably around 10 or 20 years more. But with how stupid Trump and his administration is, all the worst and most idiotic people imaginable are going to be in charge. We're in for a rough time. But what gives me solace, though, Trump supporters will suffer just like the rest of us. And we could have avoided this. We could have avoided a Trump presidency. We could have avoided another one. We could have avoided the first one had Democrats not treated the people that voted for them with contempt. Say what you will about Republicans. Republicans do not act this way towards their voters. They don't act openly disdainful of them and expect them just to vote for them. Republicans know that you have to treat your voters well, because if you don't, they're not going to come back for you. And you're seeing lower and lower voter turnout for the Democrats. This election should have been an easy victory, but it wasn't. Fuck Kamala Harris and fuck her supporters. I'm glad she lost. Suck it.